Can you tell us about this, the feature of Musica?
It's a new tool that we just introduced last month, and it's called Musica Play. So it's a new tool that gives the ability to compare our newest image processing, which is called the Musica 3, one of the strengths of Agfa, compared to the existing or compared to competition or our old image processing. It's just a tool. It's available on the internet, so everyone can do it at home. You can do it on a diagnostic station, which is the best, and it just allows to compare the newest image processing before, with the earlier version. There are different types, different images, different areas of application. You can see abdominal, you can see thorax area, and you choose an image. And then if you say, okay, this is in my area of interest, you can compare with the slider the new versus the old one. There's an alternative. You can just switch between the new and the old one, or you can see them next to each other, the new and the old one. So the target is make a bit promotion of our strong product, the Musica 3 image processing from Agfa.
You ask yourself a lot of questions. Why is the answer? Gaël, there are a lot of different words that we heard. Deep learning, AR, radio mix. Can you go through those different words and explain us what are behind those words?
Yeah, so if we need to do that quickly, AI is really a generic word that it's actually just a computer learning from algorithm, let's say, where you actually create if-else statement that you can actually build an algorithm. Machine learning and deep learning especially is a way that you can actually teach an algorithm, which is totally different, that it's a new technique, but again for us it's only a technique we are using to build algorithm. Radiomics is something which actually now coming more and more on the market, where radiomics is extracting features from the different image or information that you have to be able to see the image or the information in another way that earlier the human eyes were not able to see or to even understand. And the big data now is actually also another world, which is actually how can I use all of this information that I'm currently storing into my different database, into my PACS, into my VNA, that I can extract meaningful information where before I didn't extract any information from that.
Are you going to use radio mix to feed actually deep learning?
So that's one way, because deep learning is really the way that you can learn, but you still need to feed the beast, feed the machine. And yes, we can consider that radiomix feature can actually be one way that you can feed the machine with the images, with the clinical information, with the environment of the patient, and you expect to extract some information. So yes, it's one way that you can feed and train an algorithm.
We are in the Cube. Why such a name?
Why such a name? We started the Cube last year as the first interventional radiology right hands-on experience for young colleagues and those who want to become ones. And we started the Cube in a church, which is right next to the convention center. And this church, by architecture, has a cubicle form.
What is the concept of the Cube?
The concept of the Cube is to have fun as interventional radiologists and colleagues who want to become interventional radiologists. So this is a place where we want to keep things as easygoing as possible, direct, immediate. You are welcome to make mistakes, try over again. We want to be unconventional, not giving presentations that we've been already given for 10, 20 years in the usual fashion. It's supposed to be an atmosphere, a learning environment, a creative place where everybody can be right on the topic and talk about the things that interest him and use the manual skills to actually perform all these procedures. So the Cube is also about to shorten the time where you can actually get all your hands onto the materials. Usually in Germany and in many other countries it takes you about 6 years to study medicine. Once you studied medicine it takes you another 6 years to specialize as a radiologist, for example. And then once you're a radiologist you are about to specialize in subspecialize into interventional radiology. It still may take some longer time to find a great tutor who is actually willing to give you the experience and to trust in you that you can perform. And so here, for example, if you like, you can deploy your stent by keeping this fixed and turning this back to here, just for yourself and your own convenience. Let me just hold this for you.
Okay.
So you pull that one back to there. Yes, go ahead. And there you go.
Okay,
So this is happening.
this is my very first chance.
See,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
And if you can continue all the way until it finally.
Okay, that's it.
So that's your present from the cube.
Philippe, what is brand new here?
Yeah, hi. Thank you for spending the time. We just launched at this year's ECR the Artis Icono, which is a new biplane angiography system. It has many benefits. It has benefits for neuroimaging, but also for multidisciplinary usage. So when different disciplines want to work in the same lab. We completely redesigned the image chain for optimal 2D imaging, optimal image quality, low dose, but also we redesigned new trajectories of the system to perform 3D imaging to better detect bleeding in the interventional suite. And additionally, we worked on workflow. So we added new workflow features to make workflows more efficiently. There's something we call case flows. So those are standardized preset system parameters that speed up dedicated clinical procedures. We also added something that we call twin spin, which also speeds up workflow in neurointerventions. And this is the lateral plane. So currently it is parked. But when you do a 3D, the lateral plane can stand in, can remain in, and you don't need to park it anymore. So that speeds up 3D imaging in the neuro suite.
You ask yourself a lot of questions. Why is the answer? TC, there's a lot of questions around the cloud. So why the cloud?
The cloud definitely offers many benefits, and the following are the things that I can think of. It is very cost effective, it offers infinite scalability, and it allows collaboration between different physicians or different hospitals. So that's the basic benefit we can think of by going to the cloud.
Why you say it's cost effective?
It is cost effective because from the hospital perspective, you do not need to maintain many different servers and IT personnel. And from Telerecon side, we essentially can do a single upgrade of the software and disseminate the software to all of our customers. So it is very cost effective that way.
One of the main issues around the cloud is security. Is the cloud secure today?
The cloud is very secure today. All of the cloud offering has GDPR certification, and also from the workflow perspective, before we transmit the data from the hospital, we actually de-identify the data, removing the patient information before the data actually reaches the cloud. So it is secure.
As a radiologist, I can choose between various clouds. So which clouds should I choose? Which one should I pick up?
We actually will make a determination based on the location and also based on the cost. What is the best for the specific customers? We all know there are many different cloud offerings, and it really is case dependent. And we will make a recommendation what is the best cloud for a specific physician or specific hospital.